books before I even came here, and I think most of them is on the Assyrian.
God forgive me, I'm talking from the heart. You feel me? Yeah. Welcome to the Washington, watch you stay to watch your life. There's some sort of fear, you strap to take this time, and you small baby. Drop your low, speaking it cold like in heavy, baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing at the Washington. Watch you stay to watch your life. There's some sort of fear, you strap to break this time, and you small baby. Drop your low, speaking it cold like in heavy, baby. I'm trying to forget, I'm stressing, man. Don't watch you, but I'm tired of stressing. Looking for my blessing. And everything isn't like blessing, like fuck, man. Boy, this is no trying to seem to right. Little bit of love had enough pain. I'm like shit going down the drain, but real niggas don't maintain. Lost some jobs in 1 year. I came home and say shit until that's what you been doing. You in the fields when a real man was born in. Start marching up here. Look me up in time out. Make my mammy house, rolling dice, try to figure it out. Looking my truth, cause I want a family and deals. Just the vanish like who? Now when they call it, I answer the phone like who? Where was you? When I was acting, I said everything to my leg. Go down on the street, was in the turn like working on wings. Making it bad was the last I will see you after last time. To Washington, Washington State about your life. There's some sort of pain, you strapped. And you swallows, baby. Drop your low, speaking in code like in every baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing at the Washington. Washington State about your life. There's some sort of pain, you strapped. And you swallows, baby. Drop your low, speaking in code like in every baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing, baby. The Son of God rose out in concrete. Turn this up affliction, fire at my feet. Refine not like silver, one of new creation. You know separation tends from me. Harvest coming, boy, you better sow your seed. I hope it ain't one side sold and choked out by weeds. There's a youth for every 12, watch your company. Take the road that's traveling these corner streets exclusively. Aristocracies, atrocities become commonly. Harnessing, walking cornerly. Got you stumbling drunk on a dollar tree. About to be soul robbery. Looking for reciprocity. You bring what you so treated like it. You're not boy, it's in Jubilee. Lord bless the name like this. Washington State about your life. You feel some sort of pain, you strapped to this side. And you swallows, baby. Drop your low, speaking in code like in heavy, baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing at the Washington. Washington State about your life. You feel some sort of pain, you strapped to this side. And you swallows, baby. Drop your low, speaking in code like in heavy, baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing at the Washington. Washington State about your life. Your pencil so pain, you try to take this side and you swallow, baby. Drop your low, speaking in code like in heavy, baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing at the Washington. Washington State about your life. Your pencil so pain, you try to take this side and you swallow, baby. Drop your low, speaking in code like in heavy, baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing, baby.
All right. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, starting out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, in the commanding journey, YAHANNA. And it's Friday. It's a Lashawan Qadash class. You know, we're going to pick up, you know, where we left off last week. For those just tuning in, we're going to do a slight review. So over the past 3 weeks, we've been going over suffixes and prefixes and how to apply them in context when reading scripture. Okay, there's a scripture breakdown class with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. So we learn how to practically apply these things to scripture. All right. So the thing that we're using to practically break these things down is the Lord's Prayer. So we got maybe 2 stanzas into the Lord's Prayer last week. We're going to try our best to finish it today. But we're going to start the class off like we start off every class, going over the Hebrew alphabet. All right. So if you could, just repeat after me. All right. Ah,
Ah,
ba,
ba,
ga,
ga,
da,
da,
ha,
ha,
wa,
wa,
za,
za,
ha,
ha,
ta,
ha,
ya,
ya,
ka,
ka,
la,
la,
ma,
ma,
na,
na,
sa,
sa,
I,
I,
p,
p,
tza,
tza,
qua,
qua,
ra,
ra,
sh,
sha,
and th.
tha.
All right. So we're going to do a brief summary of the prefixes and suffixes. So for those that are online, if you want to write these down real quick, not going to write them on the boards. We're just going to pick up where we left off, breaking down the Lord's Prayer. So for the prefixes, when you see I, it's like when you see ah preceding the word, it means I or I am. When you see ba as a prefix leading off into a word, it means in. When you see da, it means do. Ha, the, wa, and, ya is he, ka is as or like, la means to or for. Like for instance, like in on the Sabbath class, for every young man that comes up, they hold up the water and say La Yasha'ala, which means to Israel, right? Okay. You have Ma, which means of or from. You have Sha, which means whom, which, that, or pertaining to. You have tha, which is for thou or for thee. Now, for the suffixes, are not to be confused with the prefixes, or words that you might have heard that stand alone as verbs, right? So suffixes, ya is my, ka is you or your, wa is he, his, or it, ha is her, nawa is our, kam, K-A-M, is your masculine plural, Khan, not to be confused with Khan as yes, but Khan as a suffix, like Lachalam Khan, which means your feminine plural. You have Ma, which means there in a masculine sense, and Na, which is there in a feminine sense, right? So I'm going to review where we left off last week for those that are tuning in with the Lord's Prayer. So you can kind of get an understanding of what I'm talking about with the prefixes and suffixes here. Okay, trying to zoom in on the board here. All right. So where we left off in the Lord's Prayer was with Malak with Ka, right? Your Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Qadash, Hayah, Shemka, Malak with Ka. This is where we are in the Lord's Prayer right here. Malak with Ka, right? So we already broke down the Our Father, which is in heaven, holy or hallowed is thy name, right? Now you have Malak, Malak with Ka. All right. So the suffix in this word is ka. Like I just went over, ka means you or your. Okay. And the root word is malakwath. Malakwath means kingdom, right? The root word in that is malak, which means king, right? What makes it feminine, which wath is, like akhwath, right? Which means sister, because ak means brother. A king rules over a kingdom, right? So malak is the root word, kingdom, right? So put malak with ka, suffix, your kingdom. So you have our Father, which art in heaven, holy or hallowed is thy name, your kingdom. All right. The next word, all right, is taba'ah, right? Okay. So here we have a suffix because the root word is ba'ah, right? Or bawa'ah. You understand? Let me go back to it. Go ahead.
That thou wouldn't be the prefix.
As I said, tha is the prefix. Oh, Salaki. If I said suffix, tha is the prefix. Salaki. All right. So all right. So the root word is in the Strong's is H872. Let me pull that up for you guys. You know, really Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. So everything can be applied, also looked up. So you can look up the actual root word here. All right. Let's see. H872. Select H872 Strong's. All right. Here we go. H872. All right. Is ba'ah, but it has a ha here, right? So ba'ah means to enter or entrance, right? Ha, we went over the prefix, means thou or thee, right? But in the context of you, right? So this scripture, right? The subject is an audience of a personal dialogue between you and the Most High God. The reason why we know that is because of Hayah, right? Ha means thee, and Yah is in reference in third person to the proper name of the Most High God, Yahweh. Okay, all right. So Taba'ah means thou or thee enter or to come. All right. So your kingdom come. Right. All right. And then you have the next word is Ratazaka. All right. So Ka, remember, just like here with Malak with Ka, is your or you. Right. So in this essence, it's possessive. Right. So your, okay, because everything we're asking is for the Lord to give us our daily bread. We're asking for the Lord to send us his kingdom. So this is your kingdom, Lord, right? Okay, so Ratazah, right, is the root word, which means fragment, right? So we have your kingdom come. Your fragment, and then, like I said, Hawa'ah is referenced third person, right? To Yahweh. Ha being the, Yah is reference to third person is the proper name, Yah, short for Yahweh. But that does not give you like you walk around here, hey Yah. No. You know what I'm saying? You are to honor, reverence, and respect the Most High God. You understand? Right? So this is like, you know, you talking in third person. Okay. So Aisha is grass. All right. So your fragment, the grass, by prefix, by in earth. Right. So your kingdom come, your fragment, the grass in earth. So your kingdom come in earth. All right. Okay. So this is where we left off last week, but I wanted to go over this because for those that are just joining in, it gives reference to how you're using prefixes, how prefixes and suffixes give context, right? Because like if you were to look up Thaba'a on like 2-letter lookup, or if you got a Hebrew dictionary, right, or the Strong's, this is not going to come up. Thaba'a, it's not going to come up. But Ba'a, the root word, which is a Ba'a and a Ha at the end, right? Ba'a would come up, right? But this is a prefix, you understand, to give context, right, to the word. Same thing with Malak with Ka, right? If you look up Malak with Ka, 2-letter lookup, or if you have a Hebrew dictionary or a Strong, this is not going to show up. Malakwath will, or Malak will, but Malak with Ka won't, because it's a suffix to give context to the word, right? You have a word Malak, which means king, right? Okay. Then you have a suffix to Malak, which is actually still a noun, right? Malakwat, because a king rules over a kingdom. So kingdom is feminine, right? Malakwat, right? And then you have a suffix that gives context to the noun. Ka, Malakwat Ka, Malakwat Ka, your kingdom, right? So this is why prefix and suffixes are extremely important, right? And this is why Lashawan Qadash class is extremely important, okay? So you have to understand this so you can start breaking down the Hebrew, okay? So, all right, so we're going to move forward in scripture, all right? So I'm going to erase this, and then we're going to move to the next portion of the Lord's Prayer, breaking down pronouns and suffixes. All right.
Lucky, sir, if I may.
Go ahead.
So I'm just trying to get a better understanding of the masculine and the feminine. Is the suffix always feminine and the prefix always masculine?
No. So 9 times out of 10, majority of the root words when you're using in reference to nouns, right, are masculine, right? Because like I gave the example, Malak with Ka, right? So the root word is Malak, because Malak means king, all right? That's a noun. But Malak Wath is also a noun, right? Kingdom, right? But it is the feminine version of king. That doesn't mean queen. You know what I'm saying? It's because a king rules over something, right? So whatever he rules over is feminine, right? So Malak Wath, just like Ak means brother, Ak Wath means sister, right? It's the feminine version of a man, which is a woman, a sister. You understand? No sweat. All right. So let's get into this next portion.
One more question, sir.
Go ahead.
So the suffix and the prefix is
And speak up so they can hear you online.
Salaki. So the suffix and the prefix is more of the first, second, and third person?
Yes, it can give reference to the first, second, and third person. And that's when you start getting into the qual stem, the peel stem. It's a whole bunch of stems. You know what I'm saying? So you have third person singular. You have you have third person masculine singular. You have third person masculine plural. You understand? You have first person, you have second person. You know what I'm saying? And all of these can be singular or plural, right? But it's all given by the context of the prefix or the suffix, right? And also the stem at the beginning of the sentence. All right. So if we get all the way through the Lord's Prayer today, the next class, what I'll do is I'll start breaking down, getting into the qual stem, right? Because majority of what you're gonna see a lot of times, especially like in Genesis, you're gonna see a lot of the qual stem. A lot of the sentences start off with the qual stem, all right, which would be like Waya. So like Waya the bar, and he said, you're gonna see a lot of that, right? Okay. Let's see. Waya the bar and the word, right? Okay. So you're gonna see a lot of that, right? You're gonna see Waya in the beginning of a lot of sentences, especially in the book of Genesis, right? Which is the qual stem. Okay. Does that answer your question? All right, no sweat. All right, you stopped at Baratazar. All right, no sweat. Okay. And so this can go a little faster. What I'm going to do is, instead of doing stanza, I'm probably going to do a line, break that down, do another line, and so on and so forth. All right. I did that part. And for those that are watching online, I'm doing it in the Lashawan, Qadash, Paleo, Ancient Phoenician Hebrew. So if you're wondering which Hebrew am I writing in, that's what it is. Paleo, Ancient Phoenician Hebrew. And we're doing the Lashawan Qadash. Boom, 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 boom. All right. All right. No sweat, no sweat, no sweat. All right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start off with the first word. We'll break it down word by word until we make a sentence. All right. So This is Bashamayim. All right. Is there a prefix or a suffix in this word? Go ahead.
Prefix.
Prefix. What's the prefix?
Ba.
Ba. Okay. All right. What does ba mean? In. Correct. All right. All right. So, what does Shemayim mean? Well, first off, there's another prefix. What's the next prefix? There's two prefixes at the beginning of this word.
Sha.
Yes, sir. What does Sh mean? What are all the options for Sh? Maybe that'll help. Nobody? It's okay if you don't know.
Whom, which, that, pertaining to.
There you go. Whom, that, which are pertaining to, right? In that, not likely. In which, not likely. In whom, not likely, right? But in this case, it's pertaining to. And you're going to find out why, okay? I'm going to write it big down here. It's one word. Pertaining to. Mayum. What does Mayum mean? Anybody know what Mayum means? Huh? Shemayim means heaven. What does Mayum mean? All right, so in Genesis, right? When God created the heavens and the earth, right? What is another word for heaven? Firmament. What is a firmament? Look it up. Because there are multiple firmaments, right? So let's look up what the word firmament means.
The heavens or the sky, especially when regarded as tangible things.
Mm-hmm.
A sphere or world,
Mm-hmm.
viewed as a collection of people.
Mm-hmm. Does it say water? Firmament means water, right? So Mayum means waters. It's plural. Out. Trash. All right. All right. In pertaining to the waters, right? Shemayim means heaven, right? But when you break it down, Shemayim is an actual word, right? Shemayim is the word for heaven, okay? But when you break the word down, it means pertaining to waters, the firmament. Go ahead.
So how would I be able to differentiate Shemayim as heaven and Shemayim as the prefix pertaining to?
So just like Malak with Ka, right? Bashamayim, all right? So Malak with Ka, right? You had a root word, Malak, right? Then you had a suffix to the root word, Wath, right? Malak Wath, the feminine version of it, right? Okay. Then which means kingdom, something that a king rules over, right? Which makes it feminine, kingdom, right? Then you had Ka, which is another suffix behind the suffix, all right? Which means your kingdom, okay? Which gave context to the kingdom, your kingdom, right? Making it possessive, okay? Now, same thing in this case. You have Bashemayim, right? Shemayim is the root word. Shemayim means heaven, or of or pertaining to waters, right? That's what Shemayim means in Hebrew, pertaining to the waters, right? Which means heavens, the firmament, okay? All right? But you also have a prefix that gives context to the heavens, in, right? So, in heaven, right? So, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Okay? All right? So I'm going to write heaven over these. Red sucks. Red sucks too. Trash. Ain't got another red in here? Yeah, there we go. Heaven. All right? Throw this in trash too. All right? So, in heaven, right? But I broke this word all the way down, right? Because if this wasn't here and you just had Shemayim, Shemayim means pertaining to the waters or heaven, right? It's the definition of heaven. It's a firmament pertaining to waters. What firmament is, it's the water. You know what I'm saying? The Lord separated the firmament. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's the first heaven, second heaven, third heaven, right? It's different firmaments. Okay? All right. So in heaven. All right. Okay. All right. So now we have the next word. All right. Nathanlanowa. Nathanlanowa. All right. What is the prefix or suffix in this word? Is there a prefix or is there a suffix? Let's start there.
Suffix.
Suffix. What is the suffix?
Wa.
No.
Now.
Nawa. Yes, sir. Do you remember what Nawa means? That's why you got to have a tablet. Just in case you misplace. You just take notes on sheets of paper. You can misplace sheets of paper. But when you have a binder or a notepad, you can flip back. Hour. Correct. Writing in blue, right? Might want to write in red. Can you see red? Yeah, you can see red on the camera. Some of these colors don't pick up on the camera that well. Just got a good red marker. No. All right. So you said Nawa means what? Hour. Correct. All right. Okay. Nathan is the root word. All right. Nathan means to give. All right. All right. Nathalanawa. So you have our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Right? Give hour. Right? So you want to take a shot at what Lakam means? This is a noun.
Correct.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is correct. Lakam means bread. All right. Give our bread. You understand? Remember, I told you Hebrew is a very masculine language, right? So it's like the Native Americans when they learn to speak English. Woman, come now, sit here. Okay? All right? So give our bread. If you want to say it in English, which is a feminine language, give us our daily bread. All right? Okay? Sounds a lot more nicer.
You said the thon is give is la a second suffix, or is that
So
just,
yes, right. So it makes it possessive. So it's where you give us our bread. Okay. So yes, it's like all right. So so you have at in earth as it is in heaven, give our bread. All right. The next word that we have is call. All right. All right. This means every. All right. Okay. Um. All right. Next word. All right, is yawam. All right. So yawam is a noun. All right. Yawam means day. All right. There. That's a word that you might want to get familiar with. You're gonna see yawam a lot. All right. You know, and this was the third day. This was the fourth day. All right. All right. And it'll say, you know, 35 days. Right. Okay. So the next word that we have is wa salak nawa. All right. So in this word, is it a prefix or a suffix?
so,
Okay. What is the suffix?
Noah?
Sure. But is that it?
La? Noah?
You said what? What is it like? What does it sound like? Well, it sounds like a word, right?
Yeah.
What does it sound like?
Listen. Or is it?
What is the word that you know that it
Oh,
sounds like?
excuse me.
But what is the word?
Salakia.
Salakia, which would be a suffix. Give me or my. Forgive me. All right. Okay. So we know that the root word is salak. So what does what mean? It's a prefix.
Like this. I thought you said you can't have a prefix and a suffix.
In what situation? I gave the example last week. Unless it's third person plural, third person masculine plural. All right. So we know that Salakia means forgive me or forgive my, right? Personal, right? So this is forgive. Green really show up? No, not really. That red. That red. you said the Y means what?
Hour.
Hour. What does what mean? If I say Barakatha Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, what does that mean? And we know Barakatha means what?
Bless.
Bless what? What does the thought mean?
Bless.
No, Barak means bless. What does the thought mean?
The suffix.
No. You want to try in the back? What does the thought mean? Like Barakatha, what does that mean?
B.
No, it does not mean thee. Atha means you. So
I didn't say you.
no, you said me.
Oh.
You said thee.
I didn't say me. I said.
Oh.
I did just say me.
Oh, you said me.
I didn't say me. I said me.
She didn't say you. Oh, I didn't hear you.
Me say
Oh, I didn't hear you. All right.
It's okay.
All right. So Barakatha means bless you. Yahweh, what is Yahweh? The Most High. Wa Yahweh Shai. Who's Yahweh Shai? Christ. So it's just like the Wheel of Fortune. It's fill in the blanks. So Barakatha, bless you. Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shai. Bless you, Yahweh, blank, Yahweh Shai. Conjunction right there.
Wow.
It's like you put a comma in the word and you start again. You blank me. And. All right. All right. All right. And forgive our. All right. 1 second. Yep. All right. So we have our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come in earth as it is in heaven. Give our bread every day and forgive our. All right. Copy that down. Let me know when you got it. While y'all doing that, see if you got any questions on the tube. All right.
Is it lots of luck an hour or is it lots of luck an hour?
Wasalak Lanawa. Wasalak Lanawa.
I'm saying the Lord's Prayer. I don't think he
A lot of people. I mean, a lot of people just been kind of going with it. Wasalak Lanawa.
I've been trying.
Well, I mean, if you want, we have the prayers, printed up. You know what I'm saying, so you can follow along.
Yeah,
so you can create your own binder. Every trooper, every officer should have a binder. With the Lord's prayers, all the prayers. Yeah. So, all right, everybody got it.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, okay. All right.
So like, what's up?
What's up?
So you're saying in in the instance of a third person masculine plural, you can have a prefix and a suffix.
Yeah, I gave an example last week.
But how can I identify it as a third person masculine plural?
By establishing what the root word is, just like we did, right? So I asked you, was there a prefix and a suffix? You said there's a suffix, right? So the why. So you have all of this, right? Right. So, right. You ask yourself, is wasalakalo a word? 9 times out of 10, no. Right. And this lie is put here because of the context. Okay. So if you look that up, you know what I'm saying? It's not a word, right? Take the first letter off. 9 times out of 10, that's the prefix. And then you type this in, like in 2-letter. As soon as you type in 2 letters, it starts bringing up every word that has those 2 letters. It's a root word.
Type in concord.
No, in 2-letter lookup. Your phone. 2letterlookup.com. The number 2, word letter, lookup.com. All right. So as soon as you type in Sa and the La, you're gonna see, and it's in Assyrian, so you have to know Assyrian. Okay. So you would have to establish the root. So once you establish what the root word is, you would know that you would have a prefix and a suffix. And 9 times out of 10, that means that this word is third person masculine plural. Okay. And we know that because the wa, our, is what? Plural. Right? Okay. That's good. And we know that at this point we're talking in third person. Before this was Haya, which is referencing the proper name of the Most High, Yahweh, in third person. All right. So we're gonna keep on going. Where's my black marker? All right. All right. I'll stop. All right. Oh, right. Thanks. All right. Okay. First word. Ha, wa, wa, and Noah. All right. Ka, ha, hawa, ya, Noah. Ka what? Ka what? You know. Ka what? You know. Ha what? You know. All right. So in this word, is there a prefix or a suffix or both?
Both. Suffix.
You sure? So if it's a suffix, what's the suffix?
Noah.
All right. Noah. What does Noah mean?
Hour.
Hour. All right. Yeah. Try to give you the page number for this next word. All right. So, is there one root or two roots? I mean, is there one suffix or two suffix? Two. Okay. So, what's the second suffix? Wa. Wa. Right. So, what does wa mean? It makes it what? It makes it what? Yes. All right. So, huh? They make up the language.
No, I'm saying the walk makes it feminine.
Yeah, wa makes it feminine.
Okay.
The root word is kawab, right? So that is H2325. You want to write that down? H2325, right? Which means to owe or to forfeit, right? Okay, or to be guilty or make guilty, right? So, all right. So kawab would be the debt, right? Nigga, my money, right? It's like a king to a kingdom, right? King is Malak, right? King rules over something, right? A kingdom, all right? Malak Wat, right? Whoever he rules over is feminine, right? Nigga, it's my debt, right? You owe me, right? So the nigga that owe the debt is the feminine one, the debtor, right? So root word is debt or to owe, right?
So,
Go ahead.
So, just for clarification.
Hold on, let me write this. Kawawa is debtor. Okay, question.
So, why is there just for context?
Right. So there are things in Hebrew that don't translate to English. Right? Wath is one of those things, right? Wath is a suffix that has no purpose but to give context. It's not a word, right? Just like ed at the end of a word. Ed doesn't mean anything. It gives context to the word. Okay, right? So like old, the root word is old. Ed makes it past tense, gives context to the word, right? Same thing with hawawath. Hawab means debt, right? Or owe me, right? Wath gives context to the word, just like ed at the end of a word makes it past tense. This makes this feminine, okay? So the feminine version of a debt or the person that you owe is debtor. You're the debtor.
Man,
That's what it is.
that's so
I run you. It's like you the bitch. That's what it is. All right. Okay. So we understand that. And we also understand why this is so important. Understanding prefixes and suffixes. Right? It gives context to the root word. Okay. If you were to type in, you would look up Kabwa Wafnawa, it's not gonna come up. If you look up Kawab, that'll come up. That or Kabwa Waf will even come up. Feminine version of the word means debtor. It's still a noun. All right. But Kabwa Wafnawa will not come up. Because Nawa is a suffix to give context to the noun. Okay, got it? No sweat. No sweat. All right. Kasalak Nawa. Is it a prefix, is it a suffix, or both? The world may never know. All right, take a stab at it. Well, let's. Oh, okay. I'll take that. Go ahead. Okay, break it down. How you about to break it down? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Break it down. How you about to break it down? Because you was on to something. Go ahead. What's the root? What's the root?
No, Salak. Salak is the root. Okay. I'm mixing my stuff up.
So, Salak is the root. Okay. So what does Ka mean?
No. We? No. I don't know. I want to guess one.
As or like?
My man. As or like. Okay. What does Nawa mean? It's a suffix. Means what?
Hour.
No shit. All right. What does Salak mean? Forgive. You did an awesome job at starting this off. That was tremendous. For you to be able to just, and that lets you know it's repetition, right? You were able to identify the root word because it's something that you can identify with. It's like, okay, Salak, it sounds like Salaki. I've used that before. He just went over and broke that down previously. So, okay, it's the same situation. It's a Nawa at the end of it, just not a La Nawa, right? Okay. So that's what you got to begin to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're doing this. And as you can see in the Lord's Prayer, it's a lot of similar prefixes used over and over and over and over again. All right. You learn through repetition. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Ooh. Tuffy. Last word. Hawawathia Noah.
So
Prefix or suffix? What's the suffix?
Noah.
Noah. Hawawathia. What does that mean?
Detour.
So, okay, so what does Noah mean? What does Noah mean? Hour. So we know Noah means hour. What's the root word? Let's do that. What's the root word? Hawa. You know the root word is Hawa. What does that mean? That's what Hawa means? Debt. I'll write that in green. Wathia. What is Wathia? Wath is what? Okay. Okay, so Hawawath, all right, that's connected to that. So that's what word? Detour. Got a yah there. My, okay, brother. My, possessive. All right. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed or holy be thy name. Thy kingdom come in earth as it is in heaven. Give us our daily bread and forgive our debts. All right. As forgive, well, we're going to get to that part. That's the next part. My debtor. So we're talking about ours as a possessive, like my debt, right? We're talking about collectively because it covers multiple people, right? Okay. So you can owe somebody or we can owe somebody. All right. I'm going to add another word onto this to finish this to help with this sentence. So I stopped one word short. I didn't realize it. And that's okay. Do I have room for it? See if I got room for it. Let's see. If I got room for it. All right, so we had, oh no, that's right. So before this was Wasalak Noah, right? And forgive our debtors as forgive our or my debt. Right? I thought I missed already hit head, right? Okay, so we have our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Forgive our debt as forgive our debtors, mine, because our possessive, this is our debt, but it's also my debt, right? Okay, so everybody got this before I go forward? All right. Boom.
So what is and, right?
As a prefix, yes, and also standing alone by itself.
So you want to get out somebody that's like and.
What?
One.
Why you using things meant for good for evil? Why you want to get on somebody's nerves, sis?
That's how you remember.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about, war?
Just like like learning the bad words first, huh?
Yeah. And then you learn how to use it in a sentence. And then you remember the words from the sentence. And you learn that.
No sweat. I'm gonna do man, I got 4 minutes. I got 4 minutes. I'll do one more line. We're gonna go a little bit over. I'm gonna do one more line. And we're gonna stop there. All right. All right. First word. Is it a prefix, suffix, or both? What's the prefix? Okay. So what does wa mean? We just went over this. We literally just went over this. And what does la mean? No or not. W-I-Noah. W-I-Noah. Right? W-I-Noah. Is it a prefix? Is it a suffix? Or is it both? The world may never know. You tell me.
You know you got a suffix.
So what's a suffix?
Wow.
All right.
Now,
Take a guess.
What are we at?
Is that the root word?
Root word.
Bayah.
Is that the root word or is there a prefix?
Oh. Is there a root? Well, then it's a prefix. It is tough.
Prefix. All right. So now we know that we have a prefix and a suffix. What is the prefix? We know what the suffix is. I hope we know the suffix. What's the prefix? The. What does the mean? Boom, 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 boom.
Thou or thee.
Thou or thee in reference to you. Right? The Y means what? Our. Right? But your eye. Right? Knows what but your eye means. Let's look it up. The number is, the Hebrew number is H494. That's, we'll try 994. I wrote extremely small. Forgive me. Yep, that's it. So it's H994. All right, so make sure.
H994.
Yep. All right. This is another word for saying excuse. All right. And it means, if it please, pray, excuse me, please. Used to introduce an entreaty or a request. All right.
Excuse us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse. All right. Right. All right. So we have Bunasaya 1, right? What would be the root word? I'm sorry, not the root word. What is it? Prefix, suffix, or both?
Prefix.
What's the prefix?
But
That is correct. And what does ba mean? And. All right. All right. So Banasaya 1, Messiah, right, has to deal with like an image or like temptation, right? Okay. A ball means calamity. All right. So if you put it together from the stanza before, right, you have give us our bread daily and forgive our debts as forgive our debtors, and not excuse thou temptation or calamity. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation. All right. So it is 9:09. We're going to stop here. And next week, we're going to finish off the Lord's Prayer. Tune in next week. This is Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm commanding Junior YAHANNA. And if you are not in the truth, you're in a lie. You don't have a head, you don't have a body. With that, Shalom Yahweh Hashem Shabrak Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. I'm sorry. Yahweh Shemar Ilathan by Hashem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. With that, Shalom.